Hey, Steph Infection. Nothing funnier than some good old-fashioned 1950s racism, eh?
That's problematic.
But it's Haunted Heist.
Welcome to Deadsville.
Greetings, Boo Believers. Welcome to Deadsville Horror Talk. I'm your host, Ronin James. To my left, the lovely Steph Infection.
Hello, Scream Hearts.
And today we are reviewing the new horror comedy from comedian Lil Rel Howery called Haunted Heist. And, yes.
Yeah, that's what we're
It's got some
doing.
racism in it.
And look, I'm all for the jokes, but some of it.
Yeah, hold on to your hoods. 'Cause
Oh my God. Yeah, yep.
I'm talking, they're cult member hoods. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
There's a cult in this movie, and that's what I meant. I'm not talking about other hoods.
I feel very uncomfortable, just like I did through some of these jokes.
All right, well, if these jokes make you feel uncomfortable, watching this movie will probably make you feel uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
Because there's some cringy race humor in here.
If you let yourself get to those points, because,
Yeah, I mean, it's some of it hits, some of it misses. We're gonna get to that. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
But before we get into our review of Haunted Heist, a little bit about us. I'm Deadsville's Ronin James. I've been a stuntman, stunt coordinator, and now director, creator of content, and host of this horror talk show for a while.
Yeah, a couple years, yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing stunts for like 20 years. You've seen me get unalived and stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I've got my ass kicked on The Punisher on Netflix and in The Tick on Amazon. And I've worked on a bunch of stuff. I got to coordinate on the Expendables of Horror, as it was nicknamed, Death House. And I've been around the industry for quite a while. And now I bring that insight here to this wonderful podcast, along with my co-host, Steph Infection, content creator, actress, producer,
I swear it's
wardrobe,
it's
crafty,
You're announcing like on a microphone when you're.
set
I
medic,
feel like I need to. Yeah. That's true.
covers all the bases,
Whatever is needed.
wears all the
I'll
hats.
throw on a hat. Yep.
Need a hat? Hold on, I'll give you my hat. No, I'm not taking my hat off.
That would literally swallow my head whole.
Probably. I have this huge hat to cover this big ass brain.
Oh, that's what we're calling big heads now, huh?
Oh, yes. Well, you can find Deadsville Horror Talk on all of the social medias, along with Steph Infection and myself, Deadsville Ronin. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And actually, yeah, we're not on all the social medias. We don't tweet on X.
I feel like we're aging ourselves in this. You're like in all the social medias. We don't tweet on X.
Well, I mean,
it's just funny, but yeah, that's why, because we don't like it.
yeah, we're on TikTok and Instagram, the gram, as the kids call it.
Oh gosh, this is more cringy than some of these jokes in this movie. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable.
Oh boy. Anyway, you can find us on all those, and especially on our new Patreon site, where you can contribute to the show, and we will shout you out. Speaking of, we have a new subscriber, Chris Geezer, our friend from the Geezer podcast.
Yes.
Subscribed as well. He got our $3 Deadsville Citizen membership, which gives him access to all the old podcasts and our upcoming Discord server, where we'll have our chats. And,
I keep hearing about it, but
yes,
I don't know enough about it.
There's a lot of work that still has to be done on this thing, but you get discounts on merch and all that kind of stuff
Yes.
with a paid membership. You can have a free membership on Patreon as well, where you can listen to the podcast, watch the videos and all that stuff without ads. Totally ad-free. So if you are on one of the streaming platforms listening to the podcast right now and having to sit through ads, just know if you go to Patreon, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's a free membership. And you can also watch Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados.
Yes.
That one is for paid subscribers only, though. So any paid tier gives you access to Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados, our award-winning horror comedy short film starring Jessa Flux.
Yeah. But you could try it out for a spin for a month and see how you like it. And
Yeah, all you could do is do
And
the
watch
$3
short
thing,
film.
watch the short, and then cancel your subscription. We don't care.
Or we do care. We would like you to keep going.
Well, yeah,
if you like
hopefully you
it.
see value. You start watching everything else on the Patreon page and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep subscribing so that these guys can keep making cool, fun stuff.
But even if he just wanted to see Amityville Barbie, $3, that's a steal.
Yeah, and we'll have other exclusive content going there as well. We have other partners and co-hosts that we work with that will be doing some content as well. We're bringing back our dog puppet, Anubis. He will be returning. We've got Critter Karaoke coming. And
Oh yeah, Critter Karaoke.
Critter Karaoke.
Now that
Get
is
ready.
Yeah, get ready. Hold on to your seat.
Yes. That might have to be a Patreon exclusive for a little bit. We'll see.
You know what? I might. I just shared I watched the trailer for the new Bad Karaoke. Did you watch
I
it?
didn't watch the trailer yet.
Well, after seeing Critter do some karaoke, I might wish that we have this karaoke machine because he kills people who sing off key.
Oh. All right. So if you're a bad karaoke,
Yeah.
you die in bad karaoke. That's why it's called bad karaoke.
That's what I gather from
All right.
it. Yeah.
Makes much more sense now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today we are here to discuss Haunted Heist.
Yes.
The new horror comedy from Lil Rel Howery, comedian and actor, now directing on this one, and also co-starring in it as well. Rel Howery, you will recognize. We'll go over his filmography, but there's also some other familiar faces in this one. Tiffany Haddish and
Haddish.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. Apologies, Tiffany. And my man, King Batch, Andrew Batchelor, who I have been following on social medias and have been a fan of since his appearance in The Babysitter.
Yeah.
If you remember
Yeah, I
The
do.
Babysitter, if you're a fan of the Babysitter movies with Summer Weaving, King Batch was in those. Very funny role. And that was one of the first place I saw him. So when I saw this poster, and I didn't hear anything about this until literally like 3 days before it came out. Apparently it was in film festivals last year in 2025 because it's listed as a 2025 movie.
Yes.
So it debuted in festivals there, and then they managed to get it a theatrical release. And it was in very limited theaters. We
Only Regal. It wasn't an AMC.
no AMCs. Regal's the only one that had this. That happens
Small
a lot
theaters,
with
yeah.
Regal, though. They are the ones that pick up the smaller horror
Yeah,
releases and will show them. Which is weird because Regal's the one that also has like the big theaters and the 3D, 4DX and 3D and all that, so you would think they would be more geared towards the bigger stuff. And AMC with its little tiny closet theaters would have some of these, smaller movies in there, but it's Regal that's bringing them all
Well,
out there,
AMC. Well, Regal has way more theaters. Like they're always bigger. I don't know how many that they have, but AMC only has like what, 10 theaters? I think.
What, around us?
No, like actual theaters inside the theater.
Oh, gotcha. I see what you're
So
saying.
there's more. So I think Regal just has an advantage of being able to throw these in those.
Yeah,
smaller
fair enough.
theaters.
They have more
Yeah.
theaters to show stuff in, so they can. They're looking for more content to put into the.
Yes, because they have
Into the
I think they have
theaters,
like
'cause they have
20
more
theaters in there. It's like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
All right. Well, why don't we jump into this synopsis and we will get in. Oh, before we do that, though, we'll let you know. First, we give our first take. It will be totally spoiler free. And, we won't give anything away. We'll just tell you generalized what we liked, didn't like, what worked a little bit for us in the movies, and certain things that stood out maybe, without going into too much detail. And we'll give a score and compare it to the Rotten Tomatoes score at the end of the first take segment. Then we will dig deeper. We will break out the shovels and get into spoilers. And we will give you a nice warning. So if you don't want anything spoiled, you can, don't worry. We will warn you to pause the podcast before we jump into the spoiler section.
Well, I mean, you'll have plenty of warning.
Yes. So, yeah, if you don't want to, because this thing's in very limited theaters, we understand it. A lot of people haven't gotten to even have an opportunity to see this yet. So a lot of people have to wait till streaming to see this, so they might not want it spoiled. So,
and I'll just say right now, I suggest waiting for streaming.
Yeah.
In case you're going to turn me off right now.
Yeah, well, we'll get into it. But yes, we do give a warning before we get into spoilers. So with that said, Steph Infection, why don't you read that synopsis?
All right. When a reunion at a creepy mansion turns into a robbery, 4 friends discover the owners, ghosts from the 1950s, have never left. They soon find themselves battling supernatural terrors as the evil spirits plan a demonic sacrifice.
Woo! All right.
And this is not Haunted Mansion, by the way.
Yeah, right. No, well, like the thing that it's funny because they totally leave out the racism. Like there is a whole huge part of this is that these ghosts are racists.
Yes,
like that's where like a lot of the humor is generated from the ghosts being racists.
Yes. Yeah.
So the ghosts are also freaks.
Big freaks.
And there's like a cult involved. So you get into a lot of that kind of stuff. But again, no spoilers. But yeah, like if you've watched the trailer for this, then you already know it's a lot of the humor is going to revolve on the racism of the ghosts haunting these 4 friends who are like trapped in this house and are going to be sacrificed by morning.
Yeah.
That's your plot. And they're going to endure a lot of racist shit. A lot of racist ribbing throughout. So
if we haven't made that clear.
Yeah. But then, I mean, also a big part of it, and this is where we'll start to get into some of the people involved, the crew involved with this one. A big part of it is also the friend group reconciliation, I guess you could say. Like, and that's probably, I mean, let's.
Well, you're getting it.
Getting a little ahead. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get to the writer.
Yeah.
All right, so then we can talk about the writing. Like we said, Lil Rel Howery is the director on this. This is his first feature directing, but we're going to go to Carl Reed, who is our writer on this.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about Carl Reed, because I'm going to say that one of my biggest problems with this movie is the writing.
100%.
Let's get that out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way. The writing is a problem here. And
it is, and I'd say it's not really letting anything out, but it's as if this is his first project, and it's not, but it's first project out of school where you completely have to follow a formula, because it is to the T, what you would see in black and white of what a movie should, from beginning to end, should be. And it also felt like he was writing it around jokes rather than.
Well, I feel like I don't think necessarily he was writing it around jokes. I feel like some of this was improvised too. I feel like they have a bunch of comedians on set, so I'm sure that there was a plot and a loose script, and then they went into these scenes, and I guarantee you that there were parts where he was just like, yeah, go ahead and ad-lib something or do something funny. Or, one of these other comedians, one of the actors had an idea for a funny bit. And that's how some of this came about too.
What I meant was, and I probably didn't say it right, is like, it was an excuse for a movie, like to just write around a bunch of jokes. But I was like.
And that's where, I mean, if you look at and look, no offense to Carl Reed here. We all got to start somewhere, but this is a very rudimentary script. And as a writer, he has literally only done shorts
yeah.
and
A
episodic stuff, like series stuff, where he's been one of many writers in a room. Like when you have a TV series, an episodic TV series, you have a writer's room. He's the only writer on this thing. So, and even on the other, and here was the surprising thing.
Mr. Crockett.
I really enjoyed Mr. Crockett,
I didn't
but
see
he
it.
was only a co-writer on it. That was in 2024, and that was about a TV show host, kind of like a Black Mr. Rogers.
I remember,
that is evil and kind of like haunted. And it was a fun movie, but he did not write the script; he co-wrote on it. So, which means he had help. Now, this is like his first feature film where he's writing it on his own, and yes, it comes off very formulaic, like he like and. Man.
Like, here's our 4 characters. Let's get their backgrounds. 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Next scene. Now we have to have each of their feelings said out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Scene.
Now establish their conflict.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like every single, and then every single one, and even to
everything's
the
spoon fed to you
point,
too.
This isn't giving anything. But there was a scene towards the end where I went, oh God, are they going to show each and every one of these going through this, walking through the house or whatever it was? And yes, they did. Yes, they did. They showed each and every one in their separate rooms, like
kind of going through it,
and
having
it's
their
not really. Yeah. Let's split up. Oh man, you're going to show each and every one of them split up for a long scene? Yes, we are, and nothing's going to happen. So.
Right, because it wasn't the kind of split up and stuff happens to people. It's split up and conflict, like emotional conflict resolution, introspection time kind of stuff.
There was way too much, there was way too much happening in this movie in between the funny parts. But
so that was my biggest problem with the writing, aside from it being very formulaic and very just very by the numbers and predictable, okay, and kind of what's going to happen here. Mm-hmm. The only things that weren't predictable were the jokes, and some of them hit, some of them missed.
Yes.
And again, I feel like a lot of that was because of, there was ad-lib from the comedians. A lot of that came from the comedians in each scene situation.
Yeah, they probably did, like you said, ad-lib some.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there was a script, but at the same time, they probably got in there with these guys and they're like, oh, well, what if we did this? Let's try this. This would be funny. And they probably shot a couple different versions and then went in post and picked out what they thought was the funniest or what landed or what. I mean, that's another thing. The editing's kind of clunky in here, too. There's parts that kind of jump around and you're like, wait, where are we?
So I could tell there was a couple parts and I could tell by what we were watching that they were just using things that they had and talking over it. Mm-hmm. Like there was one part where Tiffany Haddish is actually laughing and you could tell they didn't think they were filming, and it was like supposed to be them serious, and it was like this weird angle of the 3, and from his point of view, they were
editing room and he tried to cheat.
Yeah, you could tell, and she wasn't. She was like laughing, and then the next scene it's the same, and they're all serious and listening to him tell the whole plan out and blah blah blah, and I was like, wait, but she was just you could have just used the same serious face, repeat it if you wanted to do that. Why did you throw in a random one of her laughing?
Yeah.
Like it was a mistake almost.
No, yeah, I get it. There were parts where I was like, are they even in the same room? Like they would cut, like, and they were like, wait a minute, they're not even in the same room. Why are they like where they were supposed to be in the same room talking to each other? And they were like, that doesn't match. I don't think.
No,
there were, so there were some editing issues here.
Yes,
but I mean, there were some funny bits though. And there were some really good, like the actors were, I don't want to like shit all over the movie.
When I laughed hard.
Yeah, there were, and the actors were really good with what they were given. I mean, all of the actors, even, let's jump to them, I guess we can.
Yeah, we have to.
Let's go, because, we talked about Carl Reed, very like, rough, like, I don't want to say amateurish, but very like first time script writing, very like fresh out of film school script writing, almost so formulaic and predictable.
Yeah.
Rel Howery, I mean, when you are acting and one of the stars of the movie and also directing, it's a lot to do, especially when this is your directorial debut. So let's see, what else has Rel directed here? Might as well just get to Rel first.
All right.
He's one of the main actors as well. We meet him first. He's been in a ton of stuff. You know him from so many movies.
Oh, he was in Free Guy. I forgot.
Yeah, Free Guy. Yeah. He's guys.
I know. I forgot.
Friend. Good Burger 2.
The Studio. I forgot he was in. He plays himself.
Roommates. I'm just looking. There's The Shy, Harlem.
Oh, Vacation
Eureka.
Friends was good. That was a funny one.
Paw Patrol.
I didn't know that. I guess it's.
Did some voicing.
Well, either way.
The big ones though, Free Guy was a big one, and he's done a bunch of TV stuff as well. But yes, this was his first. Well, let me see.
Get Out.
Director. He's directed 3 things. Okay, Rel Talk, which was a stand-up special.
He was in Living Color. For one episode.
One episode, yeah.
Man, I have to go back and see him. What he played.
And he's also an actor in a bunch of upcoming things too. He's got a bunch of stuff in post-production that's coming out. So.
Yeah, I like his delivery on stuff. The way he's kind of.
Yeah, when I've seen him, he's been funny. Yeah. But he, again, you're kind of. You haven't directed a whole lot, and you're gonna try and tackle a lot when you're going to be on camera and direct. So it's a lot to put on your plate. I mean, I think
I want to know who edited the movie. Like what? I don't know. Like even with his why didn't you cut like half of this crap out?
Yeah, there was a lot.
It would have been the flow would have been better.
Well, again, I feel like this movie really, and again, back to the writing aspect of it, I feel like this was really like a movie about 4 friends coming back together and like working out their bullshit, like how they've all been lying to each other over the last 10 years as they drifted apart, and like finding their friendship again. And the whole haunted aspect of it is like a backdrop, and the heist aspect of it is a backdrop, because the heist thing is just so like underutilized. It's just like, hey, go steal this thing. Hey, okay, we're stealing this thing.
I know. Ta-da! I don't want to tell too much right now, but ta-da!
And that's what's happening. Ta-da!
And also, I will say,
and then most of the movies, like you said, it's so much talking about their feelings and
we didn't even get
sorting through all their lies, and again, like it might have been more interesting if we weren't spoon-fed everything and we were just given pieces.
We never saw what happened. It was like we just were supposed to come up to, and I don't want to like tell everything because it's right in the beginning. We see like a picture of them.
Right. Yeah, we'll get to that too. All right, let's talk about our so.
Now they're not friends, I guess.
Rel does an okay job directing, but obviously they missed some shots and had to make up some stuff in post. He does a good job acting. He plays one of the main characters here, again, with what he's given. Tiffany Haddish has been in a bunch of stuff, and she is she was really good in this. She plays like
she's in Haunted Mansion also.
She's an influencer. Or like a wannabe influencer, and her scenes are really funny. Like the scenes we get of her, and it's the
I've
thing.
Always
like
loved her.
We spend a lot of time. Again, there's so many different ways of doing this nowadays. This is why again I feel like it's so like we learn so like you said. Hey, here's like 5 minutes with this character. 5 minutes with this character, setting up their whole backstory. And then
I did not
5 minutes with this character.
And
5 minutes with this. Instead of just giving you a minute here, hey, calling up, hey, we're going on a trip, hey, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you kind of fill in the blanks as you're going
It
You
could
know,
be as simple as one of the characters saying, he hasn't been the same since he went to jail. Boom, we got like, I don't know, something happened between them. Instead, we have this whole drawn out scene for each and every one of them.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's just very.
But even with the writing, and
it slows the pace down to a screeching halt.
Oh my God,
because the movie's not even 90 minutes long.
It felt like eternity.
It felt so long.
I thought we went to an early movie because that was a whole other thing. We can say this in our spoiler free as infinite, but we tried to go Saturday night and there was a fire alarm pulled and an evacuation.
As we pulled up, they evacuated our theater. Yes. So we didn't even get to see this the first night.
So then we go Sunday, 4:00 in the afternoon because we had other stuff going, and it was broad daylight. I was expecting it to be like dark nighttime when I went out there, and because it felt so long, and I was like, oh my God, it's only 6:00. What?
Yeah. Well, by comparison, we watch He-Man, which is like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it blew by because it's like
we watched
fast pacing and I've watched it. I've watched it now 3 times, and it still blows by because the pacing is fast. The writing keeps you on your toes, keeps you interested, sprinkles stuff in instead of just plodding through one character after another character and another. It was just it just dragged so bad.
Like, and just talking about Tiffany Haddish and the writing, since we're here, and it doesn't spoil anything, I promise you, but there's one part where I could tell the writing, it was so, she was like, oh yeah, I remember from the book and blah, blah, blah. Like at the end of the movie, she says something that like helps them. And I was like, oh, girl, she probably, you could tell she was like, what the fuck am I saying right now? It was just not on character with her. It was very bizarre.
Sometimes they mail it in for that paycheck.
Yeah. And they're all friends. They've been on a couple Angry Birds, and she was probably in goddamn Paw Patrol too. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
But
all right, well, let's move on to Andrew Batchelor, King Batch.
I was saying King Bach, by the way.
Yeah, well, because his name's Batchelor.
I didn't even know.
Assuming it's King Batch.
I don't know. I never realized.
The babysitter. He's been in a ton of stuff. I actually watched him a couple times because they have that new Creep Show, and he's in one of the first episodes of that new Creep Show that they did.
I know we watched a couple.
Did Meet the Blacks, Blackish. Mm-hmm. He was Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. He's got like 102 credits. My man has worked. He was in The House Next Door, Meet the Blacks 2.
What the heck was Fear?
Oh, he's in the original Walking Dead.
The miniseries.
So, but yeah, I mean, he also does. He was also in Rim of the World. That's another good one that we really enjoyed years ago. If you remember the one with the kids.
The alien.
The alien invasion at the camp, Rim of the World.
Oh yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, he was one of the
probably
counselors.
did.
He was one of the camp counselors when they show up, and he's trying to be
That's
like,
right.
to the I forget the kid's name, the main kid, but yeah, it was a good one. Sci-fi alien invasion at summer camp movie, Rim of the World. If you haven't seen that one, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, King Batch, he's really funny on social media. I've been following him for years, ever since, like I said, the Babysitter movies, and and Rim of the World. Probably came out around the same time-ish.
Yeah, 2019.
But yeah, he was good in this too. He plays like a CEO. And again, this is like again, we see right at the beginning, he has had his company taken from him. He's blown all his money, and he's getting kicked out by security and tased and all that stuff. And while there's some funny stuff in these scenes, all that stuff could have been relayed in like a quick flashback or in some dialogue. Like, we didn't have to go through these whole like it was almost like shorts. It was almost like little vignettes, like I'm watching like a bunch of sketches.
Yep.
Here's a sketch of the dude getting kicked out of work. Here's a sketch of the girl doing her influencer stuff with a product backfiring on her. Here's a sketch of this. Like that shit was hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Tiffany Haddish's stuff as the influencer doing the product promo. Oh my God, that was so fucking funny.
I know you're spoiling it.
I'm not giving away what happens, but
That part was hilarious.
yeah,
I
there are bits in there that are very funny, but it amounts to a series of bits.
Yes.
It just feels like
It's
again,
a comedy sketch, all like multiple comedy sketches put together with some serious shit thrown in the middle.
And the serious like emotional content that is supposed to make us care about the characters. There's just way too much of it. Like I would have cared about the characters more if you just would have given us a little bit of that and a little more actual haunting. Like the other part of it too is we got off of our cast here, but into our review, we still have to do.
No,
Carlos.
you just did.
I know. I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Well, let's do Carlos real quick.
Well, I want to talk about Brett too.
Oh yeah. Well, Carlos Miller is the other member of the Four Friend group, and I'd never heard of him before in my life. And his first scene, where he's in jail and just getting out of jail and all that kind of stuff, he's the friend that's kind of went down the bad road, and the others are quote unquote successful. Mm-hmm. But that first scene with him, his acting was no bueno.
Oh God, it was.
I was like, oh my God.
I was wondering where you were going with this. He was just like, okay.
When he was talking to the rat face guy,
and he was good, right?
Rat face was good, but when he was talking to him in jail, I was just like, man, this dude is one of the main actors in the movie. Fuck. Luckily, he got better. Because later on, when they get to the haunted mansion and all that kind of stuff, he's better in that capacity there. But
somewhat. It's still, you could, it's almost like, I would wonder if he's like a stand-up comedian that they just like threw in
actor,
there.
writer, producer.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
14 credits.
Like I feel like he would just
5 things and produced 3.
But yeah, he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could tell like
stand-up short.
Wild now. Yeah, like he wasn't. He's been in a couple things as little throwaway parts here and there, but yeah, the acting wasn't his strong suit.
No, he was definitely the weakest of the 4, for sure. But I thought that by the end, like halfway through the movie, he was doing a good enough job.
Sure.
With what he was given again too, like these characters are all. I mean, I felt bad for his character as details came out.
I didn't.
I kind of felt bad right from the beginning. Well, because I kind of knew what was coming with the whole twist.
You knew? You don't think they literally told us
telegraphed
over
it.
and over?
Yeah.
I was like,
all right, so let's go to who else we had in here before we jump
Brett
back.
Gelman, who's
Brent. I think it's Gelman.
Gelman or Gelman, I don't know.
Brent Gelman from Stranger Things.
As I was saying, Murray from Stranger Things.
Yes, Murray from Stranger Things. And he's good in this. He plays one of our 1950s racists.
Yeah, he's
ghosts.
Funny. His delivery is always funny.
I mean, he must have both had fun and been like, are you sure I can say this?
Yeah.
Like, I can just imagine shooting some of the stuff that they did in here.
I can't even repeat.
No. So yeah, he was fun. And again, I feel like there wasn't enough haunting. It was more taunting.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was more taunting than haunting from these ghosts. And just like, yeah. Look what I'm doing. All right. Anybody else we should mention in the cast?
I like the guy that played Jared. He was.
Oh yeah, Jared.
He was like a.
And what about Grandma? Where's Grandma?
She was awful. I thought she was a bad actress. Terrible. And they gave her like the longest scene to like pretend to be a grandmother, and I was like,
Oh God,
what?
that heart-to-heart
I go,
scene.
you don't even
Oh,
seem,
God.
this doesn't seem believable
No.
at all.
I mean, all of the heart-to-heart scenes like
Ugh.
brought this thing to a screeching halt. Every time they had one of these forced heart-to-heart talks, it was just like skirt,
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
grind the gears. Um,
Was it even a woman?
yeah, it was.
It was?
I can't find her.
Because
name.
just because of the wig and everything, I didn't know.
Yeah, it had to be. But they
I
don't have her
can't
listed on
find her.
IMDb, so.
No, so I don't know.
Yep. So yeah, that does it for our cast. Yeah, this thing wasn't very scary. That was another big part of it. They didn't really lean into the haunt aspect of it. And there wasn't a whole lot of heist. Like the heist was just like, here you go, you're going to go steal this thing. And then they show up, they're all there. Hey, we're going to steal this thing. Okay, let's look for the thing. And that was it. Like there's no like usually like Ocean's 11, like you think of a heist movie, you think, okay, they're going to have some kind of like elaborate plan and get through some kind of like locks or do this thing and and like
Nope, nothing. We're just
like-
going
like-
to talk
like-
about Rob.
no. And again, I was thinking, okay, they're going to have to like in my mind I was like they're not only going to have to navigate like the locks and stuff of the house itself and breaking into the house and getting in and finding anything. But the ghosts are going to try and stop them. They're going to have to outwit ghosts to steal this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where I thought we were going with it. And instead, no.
I don't even know what I thought, but it wasn't this.
I was like, yeah, we're gonna wind up with some cool like heist shit with like, and you can see in the trailer like the friends don't know it's a heist that they're going on originally. They're like, oh yeah,
No, but even that whole thing, I was like, this is just weird.
yeah,
It
no,
was
agreed,
just bizarre.
agreed.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Because, these.
All right, so let's jump to our scores, and then we'll do Rotten Tomatoes. So go ahead, Steph.
There are no Rotten Tomato scores.
I know, but there's people who have reviewed it.
Yes, there are.
So
I didn't really look yet, but
go ahead.
what? Well, I kind of gave my review. You know that we think it was slow, and there's very funny parts here and there throughout it, and even towards the end, there's very funny parts that I laughed really hard. Do not see this in the theater. I don't even know how long it would be out for. It would be fun if you're kind of like, you're doing something, like if you have work on your laptop and you need a movie in the background just for some like laughs here and there. It's the jokes hit. Mostly the jokes hit. So it's definitely, don't take it so seriously, or maybe watch with some friends if you want to laugh. But yeah, I don't know what I would score this. Maybe like I'll just say it.
Come on.
I'll say 4 out of 10.
A 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, to me, yeah, it was just like a really bad script. So many plot holes, so many questions.
I'm being nice with my 4 out of 10.
I'm going to be even nicer, though.
Wow.
I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Wow.
I mean, I still kind of like...
That's super, super generous.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I mean, maybe I should go like a 5 out of 10. Just because I didn't get enough haunt and I didn't get enough heist. I got some funny jokes, but again, it was just like a disjointed mess of a script.
Mm-hmm.
Very poorly written. I think like the ad-lib stuff was probably some of the better stuff in there. I'm guessing.
We're assuming it's ad-libbed.
We're assuming some of this was ad-libbed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just...
That's what I rated mine on, basically just the jokes.
Yeah, I kind of expected more and really thought that, especially with this cast, it was just such the waste of the cast.
Well, if you see our top cast, there's our casting director. he set up the whole page, so he's #1 on our list for IMDb.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'll do a 5.
I
The
respect that more.
performances, it's hard to make movies, and the performances were pretty good for the most part. Just bad writing again, man. Just really bad writing. I stayed awake. I'll give him that. I managed to stay awake.
It was hard at parts.
It was slow.
It was really
dragged.
I had to go to the bathroom like twice to just wake myself up.
Yeah, well.
No, just once, but still. I was like, all right, I need to take a walk.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's read a couple reviews online. Go ahead, Steph Infection. Why don't you read one?
All right, here's a
first,
good one. It says, if you're a fan of the actors, go see it.
Yep.
That's as nice as they get, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one says, not bad, not worth spending theater money to see. All right, that's what kind of we said, Jared.
Yeah, let me give one here. This is from IMDb. The definition of mid. Lazy backstories, weak direction, half funny jokes, but the worst part was absolutely no star power. Not a single character felt like an actual main character, just a movie full of side characters. I didn't completely hate this movie, but it definitely feels like something I watch on Tubi at 4:20 a.m. after a smoke session.
Yeah, that's at 4:20 a.m. I was going to say being high definitely helps, but it doesn't help for the lulls in between because you might fall asleep. You gotta know. This one said, Mr. H says a waste of time, 1 or 2 jokes that work. Everything else is boring.
Let's see. Well, I got 1 out of 10. What a mess. The subplot is so lazy. Nothing about this movie was comedic or scary. Cheap visuals. The jokes were odd and unusual. All the events were so random. It's like they threw out ideas and just went with all of them. All the characters had boring backgrounds. I didn't like a single character. Then it had the nerve to be demonic. Waste of money. I left the theater confused.
There's 2 critics. Marlon Wallace said, a flimsy excuse to have the 4 actors stand around and do stand-up comedy bits, mostly hurling insults at each other. But that's not enough for a narrative and a story that engenders empathy for its characters.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our spoiler-free section, Boo Believers. So now is the time to pause the podcast if you have not seen Haunted Heist and don't want anything spoiled.
If you don't care,
keep
listening.
Keep listening because we'll probably make fun of some more stuff in this movie. We're going to talk about some shit we liked, shit we didn't like, what worked, what didn't work, getting into details, and we'll probably rant a little bit along the way. So now's the time. Stick around if you want spoilers. Pass me that shovel, Steph Infection. Oh yeah, dig it deeper.
Keep the dirt on your side.
Digging deeper.
All right, Boo Believers, this is it. The spoiler section, digging deeper. Haunted Heist. We're not going to spend a lot of time in the spoiler section. There's no real plot to go over in here.
There's nothing even in here.
There's nothing about it. We are going to just kind of talk about some of the things in here.
Let's just start from...
let's go with the beginning. We meet Rel's character, who I vaguely remember. What was he doing? His wife left him. These are like the ultimate stereotypes of every fucking.
Yeah.
You've got the man having a midlife crisis whose wife is leaving him. He sees her cheating in the fucking background. I mean, that was fun. That was kind of funny, but.
She wasn't cheating. She had left him, and he was still trying to be with her.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But yeah,
he sees like the handyman in the background. He's like, "Who's that in the background?" Because she's on the voice. Because of course they talk on video chat.
It's called FaceTiming.
Whatever, FaceTiming, video chat.
If you're a little bit younger, century.
Whatever, video chat, FaceTime, Snap Face, whatever. So all right, so we get introduced to his character
In the video chat.
He's simping for his fucking ex still, and she's clearly moved on to.
He's like, we're still married.
That flexing plumber who's laying pipe in their house.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, he was. Then I think we meet. Do we meet Tiffany's character then?
Probably. Just name
So she's an influencer, and this was actually funny.
Oh, so funny.
Dude, the stuff, what is it, like bunion cream?
Bunion
It's
cream.
like bunion cream.
And she's like, she can't, it smells so bad. And you see all the comments on the live stream.
Dude, I love, can I just say real quick, like if you do a movie where you have like an online element of a live streamer or somebody, please put a comment section up and make it funny. They did in this, and it was that was one of the better parts of the movie. I love reading the comments.
I'm not kidding. I might just,
comment sections.
when this streams, I might just watch this just so I can read all the comments. Yeah.
Like that was some of the best stuff. If Deadstream, one of our favorite movies of a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect example, non-stop, because the whole movie is a live stream and it's just non-stop streaming of comments, and they're so funny. Even if you just catch them randomly at different times, it just adds extra layers. And this just like this whole scene, the comments popping up, her like gagging from the smell of this stuff,
and then she like passes out at the end of it. Because she's doing whatever she can.
Unconscious. Is she okay?
Yeah.
Oh God. So and again, funny bit. It's a really funny bit. We are laughing right now talking about it's a really funny bit. It does not make a whole movie. You cannot make a movie based off of this. But it made for a really funny bit. All right. Mm-hmm. So that was a really funny, like that one I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah. And
then we meet King Batch.
And
he's like getting kicked out of his company, and he's got a staple in the man's head already. And I was like, "What the?
Why are you going to jail? Like, why are you going to jail?"
He would have been in jail.
He would have been arrested.
Stapled that white CEO's head.
Yes.
He would have been way more than just tased and escorted out the building.
Yeah.
But that was pretty funny though when the security guard, who's also black, comes up to him and he's like, "Come on, man, you gotta go." "Oh, man, I got you this job. What are you going to do? You going to pepper spray me?" "No, I'm not going to pepper spray you, brother. I am going to tase you."
Yeah.
Again, funny bit.
Yeah.
Funny bit. But again, the logic just doesn't make any sense, because if this motherfucker stapled somebody in the head,
he would have
been in jail.
Yeah, they would have pressed that white CEO would have pressed charges.
Not only was he not in jail, but then the next time we see him and they do more character development, we meet his assistant and they're still in the building.
I know.
That was so weird. They were still in the building. How is that possible?
It's like he just kicked them out to the
He tased them and brought them to his office? What the fuck?
Or like the elevator. I thought maybe they're in like the elevator area.
It's so weird. I was like, wow.
Or are they downstairs? But
I felt like they were in his office, like they were getting ready to clean his office out still. I was just like, it was so weird. Like they have this whole confrontation where we meet him and they're in a boardroom with a bunch of CEOs, and he's on this standoff with a stapler to the guy's head and he gets tased, and you assume he's been arrested or thrown out of the building, and then the next scene we meet his assistant in their office, it felt like. If somebody
staples my head, I'm pressing charges, okay?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, that was just like a really weird, and again, editing, was that an editing thing? Was it a writing thing? Like what, were we supposed to meet him before? Like there was like
I made up my own story in my head that he was down in the lobby or something, because I thought
that they would have let him stay in the building.
No.
There's just no way. Like I was like,
you
this
get
is just
escorted.
so like weird. All right, so we met him. Then we meet the Catalyst, and we might even met the Catalyst first. We meet T.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever order.
Who's our convict? Who has his conversation with Ratface. Or what was his name? Like Ratface George.
Sinbad.
Ratface George. That was his name.
Ratface George.
Ratface George. And Ratface George gives him the map. He tells him about the place. He's like, "Yeah, you got to go and get this fucking this thing, and you got to go. Here's the address."
Oh God, you look like Ratface.
But he's the one, and
well, see, I didn't. It was kind of funny, but it was too long. And then at the end, like he's like, "What happened to your face?" Now at the end of the movie, we find out they're like, you called him Rat-Faced George to his face? Oh, that's why he gave you this. And I
Yeah.
was like,
He set you up.
I was like,
So
okay.
so that you would be dead.
Oh, you keep leaning on this.
So yeah, and they don't tell you any of that. He tells him, yeah, he gave him the nickname.
I
Not
know.
only did he call him it, he's the one that gave him the nickname.
Yeah, but I was like, all right, well, I don't know.
What the fuck? This writing was so bad.
It was just not clever whatsoever.
All
Yeah.
right, so yeah, we meet him, and he's got the catalysts for us there. So
He's like, go steal.
this thing, and then you
It's
pay
like
me off, and then you could keep the rest, and you'll be set for life.
It's like a little.
There was a name for it, and he was very specific about it. I'm not even going to try to remember
I
it.
don't even care.
I didn't even, exactly, because they tried to make that a joke.
Yeah, and it wasn't that funny.
You know,
Called it like he kept saying the name.
yeah, but Rel did say the name wrong a couple times. And
Something pussy something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like that. I don't know.
So yeah, so we meet them all. We get a little more characterization of, I guess, him calling. He leaves the message then to you, hey, haven't seen y'all, want to get together, blah blah blah. And then we get like the flashbacks of the pictures and all this kind of stuff. And
The only way, the beginning of seeing all of their backgrounds and how their lives were falling apart, that was good in this writing, in the sense you're like, all right, now I understand why they all didn't have anything else better going on. You know what I mean? Like why they're all going to actually go. That was probably the only decent thing, because it was funny. All the bits were funny in the beginning, and I was like, all right, that's why.
Yeah, but again, you just have the stereotypes of the influencer, the midlife crisis, failed marriage guy.
I mean, that's
the
kind
ex-con, and the
had money, doesn't have money, or full of himself. He was.
Well, yeah, he was just lying the whole time. You remember, like that was his thing. Like he gets when he gets there, he's trying to impress the girl the whole time, talking about his jet. And all his fucking yacht and money and blah, blah, blah. And then she calls him on it and is like, why don't you just... Because then, of course, they all get there. They realize, like we're going to move quickly through this. They realize that, there's no lights on. Like, would you go in and no lights on and it'd be like this spooky-ass house and you'd be like, this is where we're having our reunion at? There ain't no power, no fucking nothing? Like, what the fuck?
I know you wouldn't walk in.
Hell no. Hell to the no.
I may have walked in, but the second nobody said hello back to me, I would have walked right out and been like, guys, call me when you're here.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something. I don't know. But then we wouldn't have a movie. And they wouldn't be able to get locked in.
So they all get in there and they figure out that it's not, that it's a heist. They realize, oh man, you brought us here to steal something. Again, would you risk it, or would you be like, nah, fuck it, I'm out?
No, I wouldn't have risked it. It wasn't even believable, though, that they would have.
But of course, T tells him that he's sick, got the cancer. And,
I don't know, maybe, I guess. Well, we're just stealing from some.
We'll stick around.
Guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Stealing from the white guys and the old white people, from the racists, blah, blah, blah.
They're like on a plantation. And,
we get all that.
Maybe I would be like, yeah, fuck this.
So yeah, they stick around. Then they just kind of walk around the house and crack a bunch of jokes until we learn that until it gets haunted, I guess, and then we kind of start learning about our 50s ghosts who appear to them by the fire at one point, then disappear, and we get our racist ghosts who.
Oh, and that was so uncomfortable when we first saw them. Like,
they're just sitting there.
She was saying to them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it gets really racist really fast.
Yeah.
Look, man, I have played a racist in a couple of films. I mean, I'm a white dude, and that's one of the things, being tattooed and bearded and white, long hair, shaved head. I had a shaved head at the time. You do get called to play white supremacists, and I've had to do it, and I've had to say some things that make me uncomfortable. I've had to. I've had to say hard R's on certain words that made me very uncomfortable saying, but you got to get into the character. But yeah, it's just.
This was so much that
very.
I
uncomfortable.
I felt ashamed to be white in
There was
the
a lot.
theater. I
Like-
was like, I don't want anyone to know. I'm
Well, yeah, they were using some really like old school terms too, like
mammy, yeah, and stuff
oh,
like
mammy,
yeah.
moon cricket and stuff. I was
don't
like,
even
oh
know
my
what that
god.
is.
Oh yeah, moon cricket's a really old one.
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's a bad one, man. I'm probably I might have to beep it out.
Okay,
Just to
let's
keep
do
it, because they might. Because yeah, some of these were really bad. Like we can't even say some of them. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say them. Yeah, just because
No, don't say them. I didn't know you were
catch a strike.
I
probably.
said the most basic one I could remember.
Yeah. No, but
which isn't that bad, but
yeah, I mean they go hard. They go hard into the
I'm not
terms.
I
and
was like,
stuff.
somebody hide my skin color.
And I was like,
right now.
wow. Luckily, there was only a few of us in the theater,
I know.
so I didn't like.
Yeah, it was like, woo, okay. Because look, I can laugh at anything, and I love stereotype humor too.
Oh yeah, man! I grew
This-
up on urban humor and
if
urban
you-
comedians and all
yeah,
that stuff. That's
This
why I
was
appreciate
different,
this.
and I felt like the heart that it was just. It didn't play off like as funny as I think they wanted it to. It came off
No, agreed.
totally uncomfortable. I was like, I don't think anyone's laughing at this. Like I don't.
Well, I
don't
think
know.
part of it is too because of the way the narrative was coming together. When you realize that that's all this movie is a series of insults.
It was just out of nowhere. Yeah, like I was like,
it just loses a lot of like I wanted to laugh, but then you didn't give me enough. Like if stuff was happening in the context of, again, like the heist, trying to, okay, we got to get through these haunted rooms to get to the dagger, and we have to, combat racial stereotypes from the past in order to do it, like these hurdles, somehow make it clever.
yeah, nothing.
You know what I mean? Like, give me something to work with where instead of just, we're going to go into this room, ghosts appear, hurl a bunch of racial insults at us, and we try and think of some comebacks and then run away scared.
Yeah, and then
that was
and then they were in a room and they're like forcing to separate, and the one was like, "Oh man, we're not supposed to separate," and I was like, "This isn't even like funny the way that you're making this joke. Like we're not supposed to separate because y'all separated."
No, Scary Movie does it way better.
And then the guy, what's his name on the toilet? I couldn't even hear what he was saying, and I was like, "Wait, is he supposed to be talking to himself or he was talking to the guy?" I was like,
Well, yeah, and that was
outside
the other-
of
here we go.
the door.
Well, no, and there we go again. This is the amateur writing hour where he has to take out, each character has to go off and have their little introspective moment to think and to come to grips with their inner confidence.
This was them talking it out as if it was like we are idiots and couldn't put anything together ourselves.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
like,
Spoon feeding the audience.
holy
Like that's
crap.
right. You just go into each story and each person and literally spoon feed everything out so that we totally get everything. And
I mean, we've used that term before. This one takes the cake for spoon feeding.
Yeah.
Like,
and again, that's the sign of a novice writer.
Yeah.
So then we get this. I guess they find the dagger, and then at one point they find the book. She reads the book, and then they do an incantation to summon. They go to this part and they're like,
I don't even remember.
"We're gonna summon the baddest spirit we could think of to fight on our side," or some shit.
I might have been in the bathroom through this part because I remember them getting the book.
Oh yeah. You did, because they had talked about Rel's grandma being mean earlier in the movie. How she was so mean was the whole thing.
That's how they got her there.
And then they have this whole thing where they
I didn't know how she got there.
Yeah, they summoned Rel's grandma because she was the meanest thing they could think of, and that's where they were like, man, it was like a total Ghostbusters riff, where Zool tells him, okay, think of your demise, and they're like, don't think of anything, clear your mind, and Ray thinks of the one thing that could never hurt him, and Stay Puft Marshall. Well, they were like, because they were talking about Rel's grandma earlier when they were all like, oh, think of the baddest motherfucker demon to come in.
This part, so that
They were all like, Yeah, I thought of his grandma too. Yeah, I thought of his grandma. That's all I could
Right.
think of was his grandma.
I think I came back like right when that happened.
So that's when his
Yeah.
grandma comes out to battle the spirits, and they think the grandma's going to be all badass. And this was like the most uncomfortable
What the
portion of the movie
fuck is this? Why?
because it was like some cult shit. All of a sudden, the evil spirits show up, and the dude just starts sweet talking the grandma, and the grandma's going for it. And next thing you know, we've got some
Orgy.
slave master
Three-
plantation orgy
Yeah.
thing going on.
Yeah.
But
there
role
was a really
playing
long
and like
scene.
it was really long, really uncomfortable.
Mm.
And Rel's forced to watch his grandma get, you know.
And it wasn't that funny.
No,
Like,
it was not funny.
I was like, what the hell is happening?
Yep.
Like, I think the joke was that he kept going, come on, are you going to do something? And she's like, this is part of my plan, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I got him right where I want him.
And I was like,
okay. It was just weird.
and then they have a sit down talk.
Yeah, that was the
Holy
weirdest part afterwards
shit.
with the sit down talk where she's talking about needing to get hers, and he's like, crazy grandma, and then she's like, okay, fine.
Oh my God, she went on. It was so long. I was like, why?
It was so
Why?
long.
Why do we need to sit down talk with you and your dead grandmother?
It was
We just
so
had an
long.
orgy.
It was
She
so
didn't even
long.
help after this long talk. I think she pretty much disappeared. I don't really know. I don't remember.
I don't understand why.
But I don't know why.
There was a lot.
Did she even do anything after that? I don't remember.
She gave him the pep talk, and then he went back in, and I don't even remember. How did this movie end? And with me finally getting to leave the theater.
Shit, I can't think of how it ended.
All right, so we had the orgy. So yes, the slave master orgy happens, and then they all have their heart to heart. Oh, he apologizes. That's how it ends, because she tells him he's got to apologize to T,
Oh yeah.
because he did it. He was the one that did it. Let T take the
You
blame.
needed your dead grandma that just
Yeah,
to have an
exactly.
orgy and
Yeah.
then tell you
It
that?
was awful.
I was like,
And
what was that?
and King Batch and Tiffany Haddish had sex.
Oh yeah.
That was their. They finally came clean that they were both lying about their lavish lifestyles, and then they had sex. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to revise my 5 because this is all like
I
fuck.
was being nice with a 4. All right.
I just remember some scenes being funny. I know there was
Look,
more funny scenes in
but
there.
That's a 4. There's funny. Yeah, there was funny jokes. There really was funny jokes. Some of them, like even towards the end in this, there was a couple jokes like we were laughing out loud, but then you would sit for a while. There's some weird shit, and then,
Well, and then
you
they
laugh
had
again.
and then they had the demon. Remember they had the demon with the mask, and he was and the fire in the eyes and
Yeah,
stuff, and he
yeah,
was
I
all like,
remember.
"I don't even remember what the
I don't
hell
remember what
happened with
him.
him. I
I
don't
I
remember."
was a little high during this.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap up
I think I got.
Haunted Heist. On that note,
Something happened at the end, and
I think they jumped to like 6 months later or something.
oh my God, they did, and I was like, "What more is going to happen?"
And then they had to, they had to have that last scene where, of course, Rel's ex-wife tries to come back to him, and he says,
yeah.
"Hey, I'm cool," and gets the kick. I was like, what the hell? Really? We needed that?
It was so long. I was like, "What?" And she kept at it, and I was like, what?
Oh shit. Didn't she see something? God, what? They had something like a business now or something. Didn't they have a business they were doing?
Man, I don't remember."
And it was successful, and she's like, I saw you on something. And then and that's why she was like trying to get back with him. He's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like
Because of
that.
course he had to get his revenge of her cheating earlier. So just that writing was just.
We needed that.
Had to have that.
Totally needed that.
Yeah, had to have
For
that.
two people, for a person that was not even really part of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah. I feel bad for this cast.
I really thought like they made it. Watch.
Oh yeah, there was the whole part with the cult. Oh, that's right. There was a whole part with the cult getting ready to sacrifice them as the sun was coming up. That's what it was, remember?
Yeah,
and
stop
the assistant Jeremy the assistant comes back and saves the day.
Yes,
That's right.
Well, no, he got killed.
No, he gets killed, but he comes back as a ghost.
Yeah.
Yes, he gets killed because it's at one point he shows up
And
at the
he's up on
house
the balcony.
and the girl punches through his chest and he's like, oh, and dies. But then that means he comes back because when they're doing the final sacrifice, everybody else who has been killed there comes back.
Yeah.
And you see like the maid and these other people, and all of a sudden Jeremy, goofy ass Jeremy, shows up. He's like, hey guys,
Yeah.
goofy white Jeremy, because like
I thought it was Jared.
isn't it?
Jeremy?
I thought it was Jeremy.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, go see.
Jared.
Ah, damn
I
it,
was
you're
right.
All right, damn it, Jared. All right. So yes, Jared.
He just dropped your score.
I dropped my score.
I watched you. He just voted. He just voted on IMDb.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
But yes, Jared saves the day. He comes in and fucking
That's
saves
right.
the day.
I remember.
All right. That is how, well, the action ended. And then we jumped to like 6 months later and Rel tells
And
the
we
sex.
needed, we needed that. Yeah. Mhm.
So, all right. There it is. Haunted Heist.
And I ran out of there. I don't even know if there was any post-credit scenes.
Nah, we weren't waiting for no
I did
post-credit
not
scene.
want
We were
to
like,
see
fuck this, let's
anymore.
go. I don't care. If there is a movie I do not give a shit about the post-credit scene is this one. I was trying to cut out some of the before-credit scenes. Shit, they should have had less before-credit scenes.
Yeah, they should have. Or at least talking.
This one, I was really hoping.
Well, it was kind of like a last minute. We saw it like a week before, and we were like, "Oh yeah, let's go see it." So
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be funny, but I didn't have any crazy expectations.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll say if you're a fan of the actors, when it comes out streaming, there are some funny scenes that are worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just go in with really low expectations because the writing is.
And maybe have something else
like-
to do during it.
It's like a high school film project.
Yeah,
Like,
but you had a little bit of money to get some faces in it.
oh yeah. I'm
like
not talking
that.
about the production. I'm talking about like the script. Just the script
that's what I
itself
mean, yeah.
is so just like rudimentary. This happens, then this happens.
I know we
this
can't
happens, this happens.
say it enough.
Oh God, so bad.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna do it, Boo Believers. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, Rel, King Batch, Tiffany Haddish. You guys
did
performed well. That writing was just, whew, man. Bad.
Mm-hmm,
Bad. Do better. Oh yeah, and also Brett Gelman. You also good job with what you were given, Brett Gelman and Stephen Blackwell. But yeah, definitely a wait for streaming for this one.
Yeah.
That's it for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, ding the bell if you're watching or listening on YouTube.
Everything.
Get all the notifications. Join us on Patreon. And until next time, stay spooky.
Bye, Scream Hearts.